Okay, YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like or subscribe so you can get the notifications whenever I drop a new video. This video was requested by a few viewers, so I said I'll go ahead and do it. And this is going to be for the aftermarket alarm system that I installed on my 22 Dodge Charger Scatpack Widebody. So I'm going to show you first the remote that I got. So as you can see, I got the factory remote. And I have this, let me turn it this way. I have the COMPUSTAR remote. So just a quick overview of what I got on here. As stated in previous videos, I have a COMPUSTAR aftermarket alarm system. I also have the pin code system, which comes from a company called IGLA. I believe it's IGLA. You can Google that. And then I also have the DroneMObile system. Okay. Now, as you can see, my remote for COMPUSTAR is just a it's a one-way remote. Okay, so the remote itself, all I needed to do is to lock the doors and activate the alarm and disarm the alarm. That's all I wanted this remote to do. I didn't need a two-way remote that beeps to let me know something's going on with my car. I don't need all of that. I don't need the automatic start. I don't need all of that, because with the alarm system, I'm still able to do the remote start, unlock door. I'm still able to use all the main functions on my factory remote. So I chose not to really need all of that. I don't think anyone really needs that. So if you're interested in getting an aftermarket alarm system and you trying to save money, you don't want to spend extra money for no reason, then make sure if you do the COMPUSTAR, you do it to where you don't have to get a two-way, because the DroneMObile is what is going to notify you to your phone. Okay, so let me explain how all of this works. So again, I have an IGLA, I have a COMPUSTAR, I have a DroneMObile. All of them were installed at the same time by the same individual. Okay, and from the factory, when you purchase this car brand new from the factory, they say you have an anti-theft system. They give you the Uconnect with they give you Uconnect, and you connect it to your phone. You use the app. You can kind of track your phone. You pay like maybe, I don't know, I think it might have been like $200 or some kind of service where you pay for like 3 years or something dumb like that. But it's not good, and the thieves know how to disconnect that and disarm it, so you never really will know where your car is. And the notification, I don't know, I just don't like the Uconnect. Okay, but I suggest doing this setup because the factory alarm stuff that they give you really don't protect the car, and it doesn't notify you of what's going on with your car. Like, for example, I had a 2016 Dodge Charger. I bought it brand new, and the window start sticker said that it had this anti-theft system, blah, 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 blah. And what happened was I got home, parked my car like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., fell asleep on the couch, and someone on my street broke into my car. They broke the little back window at the back door and just pulled the lock open, got in my car, stole everything that I had in the car. I only had 300 miles on the car, temp tags, tinted windows, everything, and someone broke in there, and I never knew. Alarm system never went off. There was nothing. Took it back to the dealer. They had no explanation of why I don't have an alarm system on this car. brand new, and it was a 2016 Dodge Charger SXT. So it wasn't a wide body, it wasn't a Hellcat or anything special, but yo, somebody knew what I had in my car, broke into it, end of story. So fast forward to today, I said, you know what, I'm gonna do something better to protect my car. So with that being said, so this car cannot be started without a passcode. So I'm going to show you real quick. So I'll put the key fob right there, and I'll hit, let me see, focus in on that. All right, there you go. So I can hit the key, and I can put my foot on the brake like I'm supposed to. Foot is on the brake. And I can press start. Nothing. Car will not start. All right. All right, so car will not start no matter what with the key in the vehicle. The other thing that I like about this, I'm gonna show you. All right, so I don't know if y'all can see this. Hold on, I'm gonna change it different. All right, so I'm back. All right, I was gonna show you another feature, but it didn't work how I thought it was. So most thieves are able to steal the signal to your key, get in your car, and start your car. So the IGLA is preventing the person from stealing a signal and starting the car. So if they steal your signal and they're able to touch the door, they're able to get in. If you arm the car with the CompuStar, if you hit that CompuStar remote to lock your door, the moment this door gets unlocked without using the CompuStar remote, the alarm system's gonna go off. The difference is the factory remote, there's an alarm system, and sometimes it goes off, sometimes it doesn't. So that's why you gotta go aftermarket. So again, you lock the door, you unlock and lock your door with this remote. You don't use this other remote, okay? That's how you're gonna get in and out of the car. But again, you cannot start the car. You cannot start the car at all. All right. Now, in order to start my car, this was the installer had me pick out of all of these buttons here as to what I wanted the passcode to be. A minimum of 4 key presses, and the maximum I think might have been 8. I'm not going to show you my passcode, but again, you use anything on the steering wheel as a combination of codes of your passcode engine. You're the only one. Now, the downside to doing that is you cannot just jump in the car and just go. Okay, you cannot. You can't just jump in the car and go, because you have to put this passcode in. There is a way around it. So if you watch other videos of people with the PIN code, what they're not going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you, is they do provide you with remotes for the IGLA. So the IGLA actually has a fob. I have 2 of them that came with the IGLA. 2 fobs, 2 batteries, but I did not put the batteries in the remote. So if you put the IGLA fob on this keychain with these other 2 fobs, what's going to happen is it's going to act like the IGLA is not installed, and you can just start the car as normal. All right, so let me repeat that. If you put the IGLA fob on the keychain with the rest of these, you'll be able to get in your car and start it the same way you would have at the factory. But I don't recommend doing that. If you keep those together, then this whole setup is pointless. Yes, your car is going to go off when someone gets in it, but then in the end result, they're not going to be required to use a passcode to take the car. So they'll be able to start it and get away with your car because you had the IGLA fob near the rest of these and near the car, and they were able to still get the signal, get the car stolen. And the only other thing that you have that's helping you at this point would be the drone. So the DroneMObile is an app that will track the car. You can use it to unlock your doors, arm your security, unarm your security, and you can see where the car is. But once the person stops, like if someone steals your car because you allowed them to by keeping your fob and your IGLA together, if they don't physically have this with them, once they turn it off, they can't start it back up, and you'll know where they are. You know, so that's one good thing. So that fob, what I'm telling everyone to how to use that is, if you take the car to the shop, take it to the dealer to get some work done, you take it to someone to do some custom work to your car, put that fob on this keychain, and when you drop your car off to them, they're able to just get in the car and start as normal, do the work that they need to do, give you the two back, give you everything back, and you take that battery out, and then you go back to using your passcode. So that way you don't have to share your passcode with anyone. That's the only time I think you should do that, because again, if you keep that on the keychain, you keep all three of these together. If someone steals the keychain with all three together, they don't have to worry about IGLA at this point. They have access to getting in your car, unlocking the door, disarming the alarm. They can pretty much do whatever they want to do if you leave all three together. But if you eliminate that and just have just these two, so if someone were to steal these two from me, they cannot drive the car. They have to know my passcode. You know, so hopefully you guys are following me on that. So there aren't that many installers in America right now that's actually installing this. I know of people who are driving from Texas and California to go to the Midwest, because I've found, I believe there's 4 installers in the Midwest that are doing these. And a lot of people are flocking to these 4 installers. Excuse me. And I actually went to one of them. And the installer I went to was in the city of Detroit, and I live in Cleveland. So I drove to Cleveland, I drove to Detroit, which is 3.5 hours away from me, just so I can get this installed. No one in Ohio does it. The next place you can go to get this done would be Chicago. I think it's 2 places in Chicago, and I think it's 1 place in Indiana. And if there's more, I'm not sure. But how I found the locations was I went on Facebook. Well, first I went on, I did my research, and I went on Google, and I searched IGLA, and I found the name of the company that's overseas that does this. I think they're either overseas or they're in Canada. But they started installing these like on the foreign cars over there. And, you know, then they somehow, some way connected with a couple of installers in America and trained them on how to do it. And so far, for the last few years or so, those installers have been the only ones. And not too many people know about this alarm system or this whole setup. So again, I went on Google, found their website, and then I looked them up on Facebook. And then I messaged the actual company that makes this alarm system, and they provided me with information on the 4 locations in the Midwest. So if this is something that you are very much interested in getting installed on your vehicle, I recommend following the steps that I did to locate the maker and send them a message on Facebook or whatnot. The place that I have this installed at is in Detroit, and it's called Radio Knobs. Let's see, yeah, Radio Knobs Stereo and something else. RKS. I think if you Google RKS, it should pop up for Pontiac, Michigan. You can give them a call and they will answer all your questions over the phone and let you set up an appointment. Again, I think this is the best way to secure that you keep this car. The only way someone can steal this car from you is to open this thing up here, get into this box here, and pull the release lever that activates the neutral for this when the power is not on. So again, the only way to steal this car right now from me, the only way they can get it from me is to pick this son of a bitch up. You gotta tow it. That's about it. That's the only way you're getting this, is towing it. You know, you're not gonna hotwire it. You're not gonna steal the signal to it. I only keep these two together. These two are not gonna get you far. It's only gonna get you in the car. You have to know my passcode up here to move this car, you know, without breaking anything, honestly. You know. So, again, I did the CompuStar, I did the IGLA, and I did the DroneMObile. Now, this system isn't cheap. I spent $1,600 for this whole setup. I know the place in Chicago, they have a, they also have YouTube videos for the installation of this. They charge around $2,000. And this S&A Security. So you also, if you look up S&A Security, that's the installer in Chicago that installs the CompuStar and the pin code. And I believe the CompuStar that they install is the two-way remote, which you don't need. You only need this remote, the DroneMObile. Download the app. That'll notify you of anybody touching your car. It notifies you, like if you tell your wife or girlfriend your passcode, it'll tell you when they start the car, when they turn the car off. There's a lot of different notification features you can do with this whole setup, you know, on the app. So you can know what's going on with your car. You know, someone kicks it, someone, you know, someone knocks on the glass, bumps the door. You know, this app also lets you know the trunk. It lets you know when the trunk is open, the hood is open, the doors are open. It lets you know when they're closed. It gives you a lot of information on the app. You know, where it shows you a map in real time of where your car is. It's like it communicates through the app to like a cell phone type signal device that's in your car that won't drain your battery. So if you got any more questions, just send me a message. I try to respond to every message, so send a message or comment. You can follow me on my Instagram, which is RRDJMISTA. Again, RRDJMISTA. I'll leave the link in the description on how to follow me on Instagram. And again, like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate your time. Thank you.